Hello there. Today we'll see how easy it is to create a mobile app for building surveys using Fulcrum, the no-code application platform that modernizes the mobile workforce. We'll use a basic checklist as our starting point, but since Fulcrum is a complete no-code application platform, we'll do more than just digitize the checklist. We'll improve it with multimedia fields, we'll create a survey report, and we'll make it possible to automate workflows using the data we collect. Let's get started. We'll group the survey into several sections. The first one will contain building location information, including the address and the neighborhood it's in. We have a lot of choices of field types, but we'll default to simple yes/no fields when we can to describe the situation, like with the field public restrooms. If we needed additional clarity, we could change the values from yes and no to something like working and not working instead. And sometimes we need to include the not applicable option as well. We can mark the field as required if we like and move to the next field. Now we should address a different kind of question. Are there utility services to the building as observed? It's different because we can ignore questions about utilities depending on the answer. It will simplify this app if the field for utility types only shows up when the answer to this question is yes. So we set the visibility rule for our field, checking that its value is yes before showing it. This app can be improved by including multimedia. For instance, we could have a field for one or more photos of any potential hazards or code violations. We could also capture video, sound recordings, or even barcode scans if needed. As we reach the end of our checklist, we need to collect the surveyor's name. Since many people will be using Fulcrum on their own phones, the name will be the same every time. So we can let it default to the last value that was entered to make the process faster. Then we'll capture a signature. The date and time are automatically populated and read-only. And speaking of automatic, location data is saved with every record collected and picture taken. Location intelligence is built in from the get-go. This mobile app is done. The surveyor can download it to his or her mobile device and start using it right away. But Fulcrum can make your data work even harder for you. Here's how. First, we'll create a report in Fulcrum for consumers of the data. We'll keep this really simple. For this demo, we inserted a test record to see what our report would look like. Although we could have a cover page with a map, an image, the date and time, and the name of the surveyor. We'll leave it off and just get the data as it was collected. It looks good, so we'll save it. Then we'll create a workflow that sends this report to the management team for review. It's as easy as telling Fulcrum to perform the workflow every time a new record is created, attaching the report, and setting up the email. Notice that the email can contain values from the app, so the management team can immediately know what's going on even before opening the report. The most important field is the one at the end that shows whether the property is satisfactory, so we'll put that right in the subject line. We could also send a text message to a maintenance team if, for example, a situation is dangerous. If you want to share this data directly with applications such as analytical tools, there are straightforward ways to do that too, using shared views and a full-featured API. In fact, all of this data is immediately available for supervisors, contractors, or even clients to review. Fulcrum's cloud-based data storage is secure and accessible in real time by anyone, anywhere with permission. The amount of time you spend in creating apps, reports, and workflows like this will be recuperated quickly through people not driving back to the office with a paper checklist, or through maintenance fixing issues more quickly, or through a supervisor noticing an issue by looking at a photo without having to travel there physically and inspect it personally. Want to see Fulcrum in action yourself? Try it free for 30 days to see how it can modernize your mobile workforce.